what Scuttlebutt saw.
I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall.
Hold it! I love pressing! I love badgering the witnesses and stuff. You said you snuck in, but why would you do something like that?
Because if I got this big scoop on Juniper, club membership would go through the roof. Right now, the newspaper club only has one member, me, the club's history, once I'm gone. So, the famous Herald brand recognition is a matter of life and death.
Her means may be questionable, but her motive is surprisingly sound.
Extra, extra! Students seeking the thrills and chills of expose journalism, report to the club room. This has been a paid advertisement. Anyway, where was I?
Huh? Never took Miriam for such a go-getter.
Juniper has been changed into her stage costume. I asked, what are you doing?
Hold it! Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial was just about to begin.
How should I know? But if you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. I captured this critical moment like the gonzo journalistic pro that I am.
But this only shows the back of whoever was fleeing.
You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me?
I guess you're right, but this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere.
At any rate, this photo shows Juniper was in her stage costume. When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her.
Hold it! That doesn't mean you had to chase her.
Call it a journalistic instinct. I see something fishy, I go after it.
But you never did catch up to her, did you?
A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles.
That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase? When you tripped on your box?
A true undercover journalist is always ready to stumble over a great story.
Shut up with the puns! Sure are a lot of holes in your story, or is that just the scuttlebutt brand of journalism? Oh, dang.
A true undercover journalist always prevails against her adversaries. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it.
Hold it! What would our client have to gain from leading you there? I thought that said letting, like Ledding, and it's like, what?
The accused had employed her self-penned script as a manual for murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's details became public. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead her cretin here to the body.
Objection!
Objection! No, but as we all know, Miss Scuttlebutt didn't alert the authorities. And as a result, the mock trial begun as scheduled.
Objection!
The issue here is not whether it was in fact halted. The fact remains that the accused was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial? I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Hold it!
Hold it. You say it was our client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume? Isn't that a bit simplistic?
It It's only as simple and clear-cut as a good piece of journalism should be.
Sure, it's simple, but I'd hardly call it clear-cut.
That's why I chased her.
She keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body. Yeah, but Blackwell's assertion takes that into account. So, even if I press her on never seeing the body, I won't be able to overturn this testimony. Well, whoever it was that was fleeing, Miriam never did see their face. So I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper. Try thinking along that line and see what you come up with. Okay, back, I took a little break because my voice was getting kind of old, like, it was getting a little old and stuff, but either way, like I said before, it's, this, I don't remember why, I don't remember the entire day yesterday or whatever, but, it does say in the description, a costume Junie was supposed to wear, so in other words, it wasn't what she wore, and yeah, my memory's a blank why she didn't wear it or anything. So I'm about to be explained why she didn't wear it. So, with that, objection! For a reason that I don't remember. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Woods' stage costume.
Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear-cut.
No, that's where you're completely mistaken.
What?
This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume.
Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary.
I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here.
Oh, and
wait. Where's that picture? Because that wasn't, those constellations weren't there. So, yeah, that's why. Okay, that's why. I was just thinking, it's like supposedly. Whenever it said that, it's like, that's the only thing I'm thinking of. That just like, hit me in the face. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo.
Oh, then that means, what exactly?
Your Honor, there are no blue costumes at the scene, which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out.
But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that?
Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it inside out.
Wait, you're not suggesting...
That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costume designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out unless she was thinking that we'd think that she was thinking of doing that, yeah. Which a lot of people can say. So, yeah. Sound like a parrot. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter?
A failure as a reporter?
Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box.
You didn't see nothing.
Objection!
Now, I would have to stop you right there, Sykes-Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus.
What do you mean?
Miss Juniper Woods,
Yes?
what were you doing on the morning of the mock trial?
I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in the fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by the painting in the inside fluorescent. Wait, what?
Fluor. What was that again? Fluoride. Did your costume have cavities?
I like to know where the hell did this judge go to school at? Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark.
Yes, yes. You applied that to the inside of the costume, and then...
I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then...
This is a photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dark.
Jeez, that thing is bright. That thing is bright, man.
As you can see, there's a heavier layer of paint over the entire surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body. Why, yes, I believe it would. Indeed, ergo the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake. But because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out.
Gah! I just got... It just seems kind of strange, that's all. Figures he would have a photo. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Yeah, I got nothing. Oh, please tell me you have something that doesn't add up. That you have found something that doesn't add up. Check out the chest area. It kind of looks like a handprint to me. What? The heck you talking about? I don't see no handprint on the chest. I just see, like, a collar thing or something. Hey, you're right. What the heck are you talking about? That does not look like a handprint. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection!
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a ranked amateur, such as the accused?
Objection!
So basically you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. I've only yet raised one objection, through a cross-examination. I don't think we've gone that far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though.
What? You mean you've just been bluffing?
What do you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy! But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto!
A showdown, is it? I gladly accept.
The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. And that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. This piece of evidence shows who touched this costume.
Wait, what?
This piece of evidence shows who touched the costume. I'm so out of my game today. Woman heard shouting near corner. Stab marks indicate wrists may have been bound.
Huh! No way! No way! I just happened to have fumbled upon that. Take that! A school newspaper. Interesting.
Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hand in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint.
It is glowing. Quite brightly, I might add.
But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hand for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on.
Oh? I mean, oh! That means... What again?
It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Miss Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman.
What?!
To think you were actually able to prove that. I can't believe it. That face. I think I like Apollo here being the sideline person more so than Miss Sykes, only because he seems to be making that face quite often, and it's quite funny to look at. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then... does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks.
Very well. Robin Newman it is! He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself! I challenge you to a duel!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Robin Newman!
Oh boy. I want to become a great artist! I practice day and night!
Yeah!
No! That's not it! Art's gotta be sincere, man! So, for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Themis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course! This place is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years! Ahem. I assume you will be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today. Ah! Oh, man! Ah! It seems the witness has finally settled down. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years. You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand.